Hey guys, how y'all doing? For those that view this, I've been on social media a lot. I mean, for the last several years. I don't know about any of you, but it gets to be a job just keeping up with all the messages and Messenger and Instagram. And now I folded and finally joined TikTok, and so I got a whole crew of them there. And WhatsApp and emails and Telegram and SMS. It gets crazy. So I largely taken a large break from social media, but I've had some really interesting kind of shifts here lately, and I just wanted to share them with you. I know most people are familiar with Bob Proctor and Law of Attraction, The Secret, all that kind of stuff, and I always kind of generally believed in that stuff. My wife is very much into energetic healing and grounding, and she's always sending me out to the yard to go stand in the grass barefoot. It seems kind of foo-foo to me, but I've watched enough information on it all to know it's actually very real. But some things had come up for me, and I just needed to make a shift. And I started following a guy. I'll give him a shout out here, but it's Mr. Law of Attraction. And he's a young guy named DeAndre Saxon, I think it is. And he's young in Dubai. The Ferraris and the Lambos and all that kind of thing, which is really not my style. But he's a great teacher of the information. And, there's a lot of other people. You have Neville Goddard, Wallace Waters. Who else is there? Of course, Bob Proctor and Joe Dispenza and all that. They basically are saying all the same stuff. And it's really about, changing your frequency and vibration. And I really started diving into this. I mean, being consistent with it. And, the meditations and the affirmations are they always kind of seemed, or the affirmations kind of seemed not stupid, but kind of felt like, what's that all about? But when I really started understanding to adjust my frequency to match the affirmation based on the future vision of not only what I wanted for myself, my character, my integrity, my actions, coming into alignment, and to really feel the vision of whatever it is in the future. It could be 6 months, could be 5 years, whatever, but to really go in and try to bring myself into the awareness of that frequency matching where I am at in the moment. It's not like life changed overnight, but things started like materializing. I was looking for those things kind of, but synergistic kind of things started popping up, or I'd get a text or an email or a call from somebody, different opportunities popping in front of me that before I may have missed them because I wasn't in the mindset to look at them. And it's just really interesting because when I started looking and assigning those events to the meditation, affirmations, visualizations, and matching that energy and really bringing forth that vision of the future self, and feeling the gratitude. Gratitude is what I'm finding and what I've experienced is like a portal to another dimension because it allows everything to come in. And I'm by no means like any teacher on this or anything like that. But if anybody relates with this, I'd sure love to hear it in the comments or message to me or something. But if you're going through things, we all do. I mean, I tell you, I've gone through the dark night of the soul a couple times in my adult life, and one not too far back. And sometimes it's like, what do I do to get out of this, whatever this is? Financial, health, mindset, whatever it is, relationship issues, whatever it is. Sometimes all of them at once, which is what I've experienced. But it was like, what else is there to do but to go inside and try to find that place where there's a different view of the future. And I just tell you, there's some great information. There's some great teachers out there. And it's all a matter of what your style is and like who you relate with. I mean, because another one is Kevin Trudeau. I really like his information. He's been a little controversial in the past, I guess, but he's got great information. So, I'm just watching a lot of content in this area, and I got to tell you, it's interesting how it shifts and things start changing. And one other thing that I found to be interesting a while back, and this isn't directly related to it, but it kind of is. There was one point where I was single, and I was like, I had a idea of the partner in my life that I'd like to attract. So I wrote that out, everything from spirituality to looks to personality to whatever I did. This goes back a number of years. And then I had seen something where it's like, once you do that, then you got to turn the eyes back on you and be like, okay, what kind of man do I need to be to attract that kind of partner in my life, that kind of woman in my case? And that changes the whole script, because if you're honest with yourself, as I was at that time, there's some things to look at. There's some things to change. There's some attitudes. There's some behaviors, whatever it is. And the crazy thing is, I did that, and what ended up happening was on a business trip when I was traveling a lot in Colombia and Mexico, probably within 6 months, 3 months, 4 months, whatever it was, in a town in the middle of northern Mexico, Torreon, Mexico, I met that woman, and to this day, 9 years later, it just keeps getting better. And the one that's had to change and to do the work was myself. But it's interesting how that worked, because it's kind of the same thing, and it comes back on the actions that I take. So I just wanted to get a little more active here on social media and kind of re-plug back in. And when I go through my messages, I've got messages on my social media. So if you're watching this and you get one of my texts, it's because I'm going through, and it's kind of embarrassing, but going back 2-3 years of people that had sent me a message and I never looked at it. I just got overwhelmed with life, and I just couldn't handle the social media thing. It was just got to me. But I think I'm in a place to dive back in and reconnect with everybody. So if you get a message from me, it's not weird. It's just I'm kind of getting reconnected with a lot of people, and it's kind of cool to do. So just wanted to share that and take it for what it's worth. I'm not sure I'll do any video on this in the future, or might be I decide to. I don't know. We'll see. That's the cool thing about social media, is you can do what you want when you want to do it. So thanks for listening, and appreciate your views. Bye-bye.